Hey guys, welcome back to another review on the Elite Sport channel. Today I'll be reviewing Adelaide Strikers' loss to the Sydney Sixers that occurred at Coffs Harbour last night. It just seems like every single time I get on the channel it's just disappointment, and I'm just reviewing my disappointment. I just don't know when we're going to win a game, and it's just so struggling and frustrating because this is now the part of the season where I will be barracking for like any other side just so we can get into the finals. Um, yeah, um, I'm not too happy. Because we're not looking good. We've got the Renegades and the Scorchers to complete the season, and believe me, they're probably the toughest games you could probably get. We were never going to win that Coffs Harbour game. I gave us absolutely no chance. And yeah, they just dominated us with the ball and the bat as well. We got Josh Philippi out early. That was a brilliant ball from short. Steve Smith had about 4 or 5 chances to get him out, and it wasn't our fault. It was just so unlucky that he didn't go out, and he makes you pay, Steve Smith. He got 101. No one ever in the Sydney Sixers lineup has gotten 100 before. I'm quite shocked by that because they're a great side, but anyway, about time I got one. Curtis Patterson, he was just helping him out, you know. He was just getting him on strike, feeding it to him. It was alright. Moses couldn't get going. Neither could Dan Christian, and Silk was good. Little cameo at the end. And I don't really want to speak about our bowlers. Well, they were all shit. We bowled 7 bowlers. Don't remember bowling 7 bowlers. I want to talk about something quickly before we get into the batting innings. A few of the commentators said that our team lineup isn't correct. We've got 6 batters and 6 bowlers. 6 batters and 5 bowlers, but we've got 2 other bowlers. That has to change. Ben Menenti, for example. He is an example. What about Ryan Gibson, Henry Hunt? One of the two probably has to come in for Ben Menenti. And probably slot it in either ahead of Thomas Kelly or behind Thomas Kelly. We can bowl Cam Boyce, Agar, Fortin, and Siddle. Not Conway. Conway was disappointing. He was also unlucky. Siddle had a bit of a rest, I reckon, last night. Fortin, Agar, Boyce, and Siddle. And give the ball to de Grandhomme and Kelly for like 2 overs. More if the other of our main 4 bowlers don't do too well. It's so good. That's the side we have to go with. I mean, we got bowled out for 144. Alex Carey was our only positive on the night. Got a half century. Looked good. Matt Short looked good early as well, but yeah, he got out. It's just, we don't have as much batting depth with Chris Lynn out, and sure, Carey did do well, probably did what Chris Lynn was probably going to do. But Travis Head, mate, you got to fix your work because, yeah, we got the Perth Scorchers at home. I reckon we're going to come out. I mean, I've given us no chance, but we've got to come out and give it all. We've got to win. Because I'm looking at everyone else's finish to the season. The Hurricanes have the Scorchers tonight. Fingers crossed they lose that. They should, because the Scorchers play at home. They also have the Brisbane Heat, which could be a win for them. It's up at the Gabba. And the Sydney Sixers and Tassie, that will always be tough. And they also had the Brisbane Heat again at home. So I actually have 4 games. So I must have miscalculated before I did this review. 4 games. We've got 2. I don't know if we'll be able to get it because the Hurricanes will win 2 of them games, I reckon. So yeah, hopefully Brisbane Heat can do something out of the bag. You look at the Sydney Thunder. They have the Renegades 50-50 because it's at Manuka. They'd play alright against the Renegades at Manuka. They're not going to beat the Sydney Sixers at the SCG. That's to be real. And the MCG game against the Stars, the final game of the season, which I believe I'm going to. Yeah, fingers crossed they lose that. I'm not confident, but yeah, fingers crossed they lose that. And you got Melbourne Renegades even. We could jump them, highly unlikely. They have the Sydney Thunder, 50-50. Perth Scorchers away, that's tough. And then us. So, the Renegades could drop down. We want the Thunder to drop down. I reckon the Thunder may. I'm not sure. It's really, really tough. Hobart Hurricanes have a decent fixture though, so I reckon they might get in, unfortunately. And we don't have to worry about the Sydney Sixers and Perth Scorchers because they're in. They are 100% in. And the Stars are out, so we don't have to worry about them. Brisbane Heat can mathematically make it, so let's see who they've got. Yeah, they've got Hurricanes at home, the Stars at home. 2 winnable games for them. But I can see them dropping them both. And then the Hurricanes away, you're not going to win that. Hate to say. It's at Utah's. At least it's not at Bloodstone. At least it's not at Bloodstone because the Hurricanes, they can beat anyone at Bloodstone on a good day. We've seen they can beat the Perth Scorchers there. So, yeah. But they'll probably still beat them. Anyway, that's the review. Probably went a little bit longer. I just wanted to explain that. You look at the table. We sit 4th. 3 losses in a row. We've got the worst form in the competition right now. Not a surprise. I mean, 3 wins to start the season, then 4 losses, then 2 wins, and now 3 losses. Bit of a pattern going on. But I don't know when our next win is going to be. Well, we need to beat one of the 2, Perth Scorchers or Melbourne Renegades. And, yeah, it's going to be tough. But, yeah, hopefully we can get the win and see if we can book a final spot. I hope you enjoyed the review. And, yeah, stay tuned for my next review.